Hey there, lucky stars. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Cat Star here with a timeless reading. Timeless meaning no matter what date or time you come across this message and it resonates with you, it is for you. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you. Ooh, so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Wow. All the cards here. Interesting. Wow, at the bottom of the deck, you have Temperance. Wow. All right, you're starting out with the Four of Wands, so do pay attention. Notice the synchronicities all around you. Whatever it is that you are working towards, there is a celebration. Lucky stars, there is happiness around you, and it is going to be building. Now, with that, you also have the Two of Wands coming in. So a lot of you have really been working towards kind of paying attention to the possibilities, planning, and having this beautiful, happy energy around you, this energy of really feeling amazing. Also, some of you may have an event or be offered or invited to do something pretty amazing. It might include travel with that Two of Wands. So be ready for that and be open for that, because that can bring in some pretty magical things for you here, lucky stars. Now you also have the Emperor coming in here, and excuse me, with the Emperor, this is really about having this energy of being in authority. So you're really taking over this place in your own life where you are the authoritarian, right? So almost like the hero of your own story coming through here. This also, the Emperor can also be about planning and strategizing, which the Two of Wands can be about as well. The Two of Wands can be about really looking at the future, planning for the future, and you just have that double energy here with the Emperor. So a lot of you really have been working towards planning, strategizing, happiness, focusing in on happiness, focusing in on, things to be celebrated instead of things to be worried about or be fearful about. So that is such gorgeous energy. Now you're also noticing with that Four of Wands again here that there's a lot of synchronicity showing up, popping up, just kind of out of nowhere, that is really bringing more for you to be happy about. Now, some of you, this Four of Wands could be as well a little bit of a warning that some of you might be getting into a comfort zone. So really notice if that is you, lucky stars, if you're getting into a comfort zone, and if it is time to start planning, since how you have these double planning cards here with the Two of Wands and the Emperor, or strategizing on how to kind of get out of the box, get out of the comfort zone, and do something really, really either fun or adventurous that is going to let you kind of release a little bit of potential control that some of you with that Emperor might have been holding on to, or this idea that things are always going to be the same, because they can change in a split second. You also have the Five of Pentacles coming in here. Now this is a really, really interesting energy to be coming through here. Some of you, as far as this happiness and being, within the state of happiness, or moving towards that, or strategizing or planning towards that within your current reality and or moving into the future, some of you really have been kind of giving your power away to other people with that Five of Pentacles. Some of you have really been feeling left out in certain situations, and during this time, or in this period that you're in, or the season, if you will, lucky stars, you may be really, really moving towards this energy of, making yourself happy. So there's times where we can really, really go outside of ourselves and feel like, or have this idea that other people are meant to make us happy. And what's really coming through here for you, lucky stars, is that you're really letting go of that idea of that control, or of that idea of that, and moving into this space that you can make yourself happy, that that's a choice, that that is something that you can decide, and that is where you're moving. So letting go of this idea that this person or this thing, it's kind of that if then when. If I had this job, then I would be happy. If this person was in my life, then I would be happy. If I had this car, or if I lived in this house, then I would be happy. That's giving that power away, giving your power away. And so what's coming through here is that this is on its way out here, lucky stars, and that you're actually pulling that energy, the pieces of yourself, the energy back, and deciding that you get to be happy no matter what, that your happiness is actually really just dependent on you, not on anybody else, not on outside factors. And you can really, really move into the space, and that's what it looks like is happening for you here, lucky stars, into the space that you get to decide. And wherever you live right now, whatever car you're driving, wherever you're working, whatever the relationship is, however that is, you get to decide and make a decision about what works for you, what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy. And then you get to show up that way no matter what is going on. You also get to be in this place, in this space of knowing and understanding that when you kind of give your power away, that other people have a lot of control over you, right? With this emperor energy here. And you're not really having that. You're really standing in that authoritarian kind of energy over your own life, being your own hero, coming back into and pulling the pieces, the parts, the energy of yourself back to you, so that you really can, create that happiness within yourself, for yourself, and not to be dependent on other people. And this isn't really about dependency, lucky stars. So many of us, if not all of us, feel at times that something else or somebody else, or that outside of ourselves can make us happy. And what's coming through here is that you are the only person that you need to make you happy. Other people, other possessions or houses, cars, jobs, whatever it is, can assist with that, but you ultimately get to make yourself happy. So spirit really wants you to remember that. What's coming through is that some of you maybe have been in this place of this Five of Pentacles for a minute, giving your energy away, or waiting for somebody to do, or the if then when kind of energy. And spirit is reminding you that you've always had the power, lucky stars. You've always had the power to be happy. You've always had the power to plan, to create, to manifest, to do. The synchronicities have been there. Some of you may not have been open to seeing them. Some of you have really been felt left out as far as all of the opportunities and the abundance and the manifestation. Yet it has always been there, but maybe you just haven't been looking for it. Now you also have the Judgment card coming in here, and with the Judgment card, this is really coming through that it's time to surrender other people's wants, wishes, needs, right? Within reason, lucky stars. For yourself, it's time for you potentially to be a little bit selfish, and also to really get out of that space, that comfort zone, and or letting other people have so much of your power, so much of your attention, so much of your energy, and not focusing it on yourself. It is not in any way a bad thing to be selfish, to nurture yourself, to love yourself, to build yourself up, right? It doesn't mean that we're treating other people bad. It doesn't mean that we're, really leaving people out in the cold, right? But we also don't need to be doing that to ourselves here, lucky stars. And if you look at this Judgment card here, it's almost as if the angels, or the angel, is coming out blowing this horn of triumph for these people. Now everybody sees this different, and within each reading it can come through a little different, but that's really what I'm being focused toward, or where my attention is being drawn, is to this cheering, is to this energy of being in celebration as well, right? And the celebration is a celebration that is working to come through here for you, lucky stars, when you can take your power back. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not going to come through if you don't take your power back. Of course, that celebration, you're always being celebrated, lucky stars, but you're going to feel that celebration within. You're going to feel that energy within. You're going to feel that love, that acceptance, that rejoicing within. And this is really opening up the space too for you to surrender, for your purpose to be able to shine through. The purpose that, is coming through within this reading here, lucky stars, is that we get to nurture ourselves. We don't have to give from such a overwhelmed place, that we get to give to ourselves as well, and that we are in fact potentially and or probably the most important person within our life. I mean, really, we are, right? Because without us, we wouldn't have the you know we wouldn't have the feelings, the emotions, the experiences, the growth, the evolution, the losses, right? We need to be able to nurture ourselves. We need to pay attention to ourselves. We need to be able to love ourselves and to be able to make ourselves happy, even when outside circumstances or other things are, potentially biting our attention away from that. Watch for those synchronicities. Strategize, strategize and plan for, that happiness, for that joy. When you wake up in the morning, really, put that intention forward that today is going to be a good day. There's so much happiness around me. I have so much love, so much joy around me. I love myself. I love who I am. I love how I show up. I love, and continue to do that every morning and potentially every night when you go to bed, and to really get that worked in, to begin to rewire maybe the thoughts or this energy that feels like it really wants to, depend on other people for that happiness, for that joy, that sort of thing. This is also going to move you out of that comfort zone as well, because a lot of us get very comfortable talking to ourselves in certain ways, thinking certain things about ourselves, putting ourselves, in overwhelming kind of positions, even though we don't mean to, meaning giving our energy away or letting other people kind of almost rob us or take our joy from us. And they can't have power over us, lucky stars, unless we give it to them. Now, you also have the moon coming out here, and the moon is coming in as secrets being shed or light being shown on some secrets. These secrets that are coming through here, lucky stars, are really coming through as kind of potentially secrets that you have been keeping from yourself, or how you have been deceiving yourself. So a lot of times we can tell ourselves that we're not giving our energy away, or we're not being dependent, which is the word that came through again, even though it doesn't feel like you're dependent or codependent on anybody, but to be dependent on other people for the things that we want, wish for, or that make us happy. You have a lot to celebrate. You always do, lucky stars. And sometimes we can feel like that celebration has to involve other people, and it doesn't. So sometimes we can keep secrets from ourselves. Sometimes we can deceive ourselves even into believing all of this stuff. But you can take yourself to a movie. You can take yourself to dinner. You can take yourself to, on a vacation or even an overnight getaway. You can spend time with yourself. And, another message that's coming through here that I have to put out because, or give to you, because that's what's coming in or what I'm getting, is that some of you really, really have a hard time and shy away from or hide from, right, in potential darkness, being by yourself with your own thoughts. It's just coming through that some of you are really feeling as if you need to always be around other people. Now, extroversion, introversion, that's not really the thing here, but are really feeling like you need to always have people around you. And Spirit is coming through within this reading, which kind of feels like it's everywhere, which is very interesting, lucky stars. But kind of Spirit is coming through within this, that you're okay to be by yourself for a little bit, lucky stars. You're okay to be able to, have this energy and this thought that is your own, that doesn't include anybody else, that doesn't include any thoughts or worries. I know sometimes that can feel difficult to do, but to really reconnect with yourself, have a dialogue with yourself, and have that energy, and be able to walk a path where you can be able to do certain things by yourself. I'm not sure why that's coming through, though I'm sure that it is coming through for somebody specific, or someone or a few of you specifically. But Spirit is indicating that this joy, this happiness, this feeling of celebration that is always moving through you, lucky stars, you get to have this all of the time. And you have the Temperance card here too. You get to have this all of the time, but you need to choose it and decide that that is what you're looking for, no matter what is going on. And to take some time by yourself to be able to really, really have that clarity, be able to have communication with yourself, be able to really open up to yourself, to shine the light on any secrets you've been holding, or any stories or lies, for lack of a better word, deceit that you have been kind of pulling the wool over your own eyes is the word coming through here, because you do have the power. You get to pull your power back, and you get to be happy no matter what. Sometimes that does take stepping away from things and or having time by yourself to have some balance, to have some inspiration be able to come through that can really guide you in getting not only out of that comfort zone, but in planning and strategizing how you can best go about, or what you can do to best go about making yourself happy and allowing yourself to be happy no matter what is going on around you. There's so much beautiful energy within this reading, lucky stars. Within this reading, also watch for those synchronicities. There's going to be things that are going to be coming up. Again, there may be an offer to go do something super exciting, an offer to go to a celebration, an offer to go on a trip. Really pay attention to yourself. This does feel very beneficial. And for some of you, it may be something that you actually decide not to do. So really tune into yourself to decide what makes you happy. What makes you, the individual, you specifically, yes, you, what makes you happy. And for those of you that need to get out of the comfort zone, it's being indicated that this offer, this celebration that you may be being invited to, or this travel potential, or just planning something to be able to do, it is going to potentially pull you out of your comfort zone. So a couple of both sides coming in there for you here, lucky stars. You know which one fits for you. You know where you are within that, and so you get to take from this message what resonates for you, and just leave what doesn't. All right, beautiful. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. Lots of angels here. All right, I'll see you in the next reading.